Welcome to The Creative Present, a show that's dedicated to expanding your creative self-expression and at the same time, getting your projects done. And I'm your host, Joshua Townsend. There are so many alternative realities to every single scene that you write. And depending upon the awareness level of the characters in the scene is how aware they are that they want it to go a certain way. So that's why it's so important for you to tap into your characters' hopes and dreams, fears and secrets, and what their ideal future is in that scene. So all of those, it's a cascading effect, of course, right? Hopes and dreams, fears and secrets, that's on the top part of the cascade. And then from that, they would naturally want to have a certain kind of outcome of whatever that is going on in that scene. So that would be their ideal future. Now, all characters need to have the ideal future for them at the end of that scene. They need to be driving towards that, whatever that is. Now, you could have multiple ideal futures. You could have a gradient of them, or you could have like plan B or plan C. So if it's a romantic situation, maybe the ideal future is to hold hands and get the first kiss. Let's just say that. Very chaste, very first date. But that's the ideal future for the girl, let's say that. And maybe for the guy, the ideal future is to get a second date because he's never been on a second date. So that's his ideal future. He's not even sure if, his whole intention is to make sure that she says yes to a second date before he leaves. That's the ideal future. Within that, there's going to be other scenarios that could play out within that relationship. And if both parties can really tap into the different possibilities of what is possible, both on the upside and the downside of their ideal futures, like beyond their ideal future, less than their ideal future, and they can be aware of that and how they want it to start, how they want it to shape in terms of the encounter, whatever that encounter is or the scene. Then when choice points come up within the scene, you're going to have so many possibilities. You're going to have so much authenticity. You're going to have so much richness that you can bring to the truth of the moment. It will feel as if it is real life because you've tracked or replicated or brought forward what human beings do, not what a character does in a scene. The difference between having a human being showing up for what they want as their ideal future and a character playing a scene that's been sculpted and edited is night and day. And there is a boldness, there is a richness, there is a aliveness that comes through that we will embrace that character, that narrative, that person, that human being. We will embrace them because they're so human. They're so much like us or some aspects of us. And you'll notice that when you see characters in films or in plays or in wherever you read narratives, and there's no judgment of themselves, and they play themselves fully, in that boldness, we will accept them because they're completely who they are. And this is why I highly recommend that in your creative life, in your personal life, you can do anything you want. In your creative life, I highly recommend dropping all labels. Oh, she's a narcissist. Oh, he's bipolar. Oh, she's this, she's that, he's this, he's that. Because as soon as we label something, we've given it such a tight channel to exist that there's no opportunity for expansion or growth or possibility. So in this one little chat we're having right now, I know I've laid out a lot, but these are some of the core elements that will inform your sense and sensibility as an artist on whatever material it is that you choose to put your attention on.
Thank you for listening. If you love what you're listening to, please subscribe and then share with fellow creatives. For more, go to joshuatownsend.com.